Did y'all know there was two of them? Two older slash semi-older black women that went for conjugal visits and didn't leave at the same facility within like 6 months. The one we heard about, Stephanie Dowells. There's another one that happened before, Tanya Thomas. She's 47, Stephanie's 62. This story should be soul shocking to everybody that hears it. There's not much on Tanya because we're only hearing about her because Stephanie. And of course, condolences to both families. But I'm just like in shock with this. I can't wrap my mind around it. And to hear Stephanie's mom say, I told her you can't save everybody, things like that. To hear her son say, we believe in second chances. I get all of that. Stephanie had it together. I don't know if you saw Stephanie. Stephanie was bad, okay? 62 and bad. She was a hairdresser on top of other business things that she's done. She had it together. Lost all this weight, everything. Had it together. But it's like, I don't understand the level of loneliness or sadness or desperation that can cause somebody that has it together to run off to an inmate. I'll never get that. I will never get that. Especially a murdering inmate with quadruple life. I don't understand it. And it's like, she had lost all this weight, Herbalife, I think, and it brought so much to my mind. For one, it's like when you see people that lose a lot of weight, especially when they have the surgery, they're always told to have like mental health services. Like, I think it's a requirement by some insurance that you seek mental health services to make sure you're ready for that type of change. But what bothered me a lot with Stephanie is that they said she was a devout Christian, which I used to be a holy roller. I'm not coming for any religion. I study a lot of religions. I don't claim religions, but it actually took me to read the Bible front to back for me to feel this way. But anywho, I noticed a lot of similarities between relationships, at least a lot of relationships that I see. My experience is black, so maybe I'm speaking to a black experience. I don't know. But I see that there is this, Christianity teaches this meekness, like the meek shall inherit the earth, this selflessness, all of this stuff, right? And it puts in the mind of these women, I don't know what society did to us to make us think we need a man. We're going to go through all this for a man to make us feel valid as a person. But anywho, it's like you pour yourself out with hopes of being happy later, with faith. Like I said, I'm not coming for religion, but with love, people need to reassess this, because there's no prerequisite for happiness that means you have to suffer. It's just that simple. There's no prerequisite for happiness that says you have to suffer. We got to learn when to leave. We got to learn what we are due, what we deserve. There's nothing about Stephanie's life that says I deserve to marry an inmate, a murdering inmate with quadruple life. Like, I'm not even making it up. Quadruple life is what that man got. There's nothing about that. I can't speak on Tanya. They don't really say much about her, but the means in which they both met their demise was the same means, right? On these visits. And it's like, if this is what we're doing in relationships, then it's time for us to, if you love religion and Christianity, you need to perform your own Passover, baby. You need to get a lamb, slay it, and put the blood around the door and in the basin under the, like, I just don't understand. Like, no, she should have never even entertained this man. Have y'all seen Stephanie? Again, I say, I need you to go see Stephanie. It's like we the aunties now. I'm an 80s baby. We didn't really have, it was a lot going on in the 80s, so there wasn't really a system of aunties to give the game. I think that's what we need to do now. We need to give these younger girls something to look up to. We need to be able to offer some game, some advice, a hug to a stranger. It doesn't matter. We need to be able to live the way we would want to inspire somebody. And what is so crazy to me is I know a lot of people that's dating these inmates, whatever, whatnot. In real life, y'all want the men to be y'all want the men to be providers. Y'all don't want to pay a bill. Y'all want this, that, and the third, which is fine. I subscribe to that. I'm not paying anybody's bill. Yep, take care of me. Damsel in distress. I get it. But when it comes to these inmates, all of that goes out the window for some words. Come on. I don't know if it's loneliness. I don't know if it's desperation. I don't know. I watched the interview with her son, great looking dude. He's grown. She was like the main provider for her children, her grandchildren, and I believe some other family members, like, to give it all for an inmate. This is the kind of thing that takes women to being like literally androphobic, afraid of men, and done. So I just feel like if this is what we're doing, I've never, like, you see the reels, you see the podcasts about, decentering men. I've never been a big supporter of that. Like, I listen to it. I can understand some of the whys. But for this, if this is what we're doing in the dating arena, if this is the alternative, yes, it's time to decenter men. It's time to destroy whatever society put in your head to make you think that you believe you need a man. You can't do nothing. You ain't valid without a man. It's time to get that out of your mind if this is the alternative. Then yes, decenter. Do the 4B, do the 4D, do the 5B, whatever. Do all of that, because there's no way that your life efforts equal that type of shenanigan. It's like I read this and it just makes me upset. And it's like, what happened to equally yoked? Ain't that part of it too? Like, what happened to equally yoked? We have to care about ourselves. We can't let love lead us down to this extreme anymore. Like, it's ridiculous. God. Yes, we are coming down on the prisoner that did it. They're coming down on the facility. The facility, I believe, stopped these types of visits for a certain period. They're doing some investigations, whatever. I get it. But in the same token, y'all know me. There's always accountability somewhere. There's always accountability somewhere. You have to actively participate in this. You have to actually go out of yourself to talk to this man, entertain this man, start believing this man, open yourself up to this man. Come on. You got to fill out the forms. You got to drive or get to wherever they at. Like, come on. Come on. It's one thing, like, I ain't going to lie, I done dated a couple dope boys back in the day. That's one thing. Couple years, 2 years, 5 years, I might send you a letter. I might drop a little something. But to meet somebody in their demise, and that's it, quadruple life, and your mind says, this is what I deserve. I don't know if this is a problem with the religious background of suffering to get good, loneliness, empty nest. Like, her kids look like they were older. They got their own kids. I don't know. But it's time for us to look at this. Just look at this. For real, it's okay to be alone, y'all. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to be alone. You don't have to pick up the scraps. Like, that's a whole murderer. They are not like us. They not like us. So something ticked in that person's head. I think he did 4 in one day, one night, on some robbery stuff. Nothing about that screams, I'm deserving of you. I just can't help but to think, like, is this really what you wanted? Or you felt you deserved? Or was this like the society, I'm getting older, I don't have nobody? Like, I just don't get it. There was so much wrong with this. Then I even look at the age. Like, she was 62, he was 54. Like, I don't date underneath me just because, like, no. I want to feel protected. I want to feel secured. I want to feel like you got me. I'm safe. I just can't. We got to get our minds right. We got to put the right message out here for the younger generations and just for ourselves. We got to build up self-love, y'all. I don't know. We might have to do a live on this one. I just don't get the appeal. I don't get the appeal. I don't know if it was ministry that led her to meet him. Churches reach out to facilities. I don't know. It's just, ugh. I hate to see it. We got to take better care of ourselves. Seriously. Like, these men will do that without being inmates. Okay? As sad as it sounds, they'll do that without being inmates. They emotionally unregulated out here, running rampant. You don't have to give all of yourself to anybody. And that's just, this is rough. I don't know.